Hey, my lovelies. Sorry, I had to come back and finish the video because yesterday I had to go. Ya ustedes saben, when the wifey comes back in the car, no hay teléfono, no hay ni plepla, señores. It's all eyes on the wifey, and that's the way it should be, guys. Alright, so as I was saying, to continue the video, as I was saying, the baby daddy basically told me, come back to the house and, accepted me back in, and I had nowhere else to go. My mom literally kicked me out of the house, and I had no friends, no nobody, so I was like, fuck, so I decided to go back to the house, which basically led me to break up with my current girlfriend at the time because I didn't want to put her through that shit of like having to deal with me living with baby daddy and all that shit. So I was like, fuck no. So la dejé a ella, and then eventually, how do you call it? Eventually, I was living with baby daddy for a while, and I was like, fuck it, I need to get the fuck out of here. So me fui. I got my own place, my own everything by myself. That's when like my whole entire life changed. And that's one thing you guys got to know. Once you're independent and you learn to become an independent woman and know that you can't live your life depending on other people, especially being with other people just because they make shit happen for you. That was one fucking mistake that I did, was basically I depended a lot on a lot of people till I eventually grew out of that stage. Yeah, I was young, 19, I was like 19, 20, and it's just like, it's something that takes time for you to learn, but obviously I got the fuck out. So I started doing me after that, and then basically once I started living on my own, my parents were cool and shit. They didn't really question who I was dating at the time. Till eventually I met my ex-fiance, the white girl, and she basically was the one that opened up the doors for, whoever came next, because of the fact that my parents gave her hell. My parents were like, fuck no, like they didn't, that was basically me coming out again to my parents, telling them, like this time for real, I don't want to be with men. I don't like men. I'm not attracted to men, and they gave me hell. We basically stopped talking for like 6 months. So you guys got to understand that coming out is not going to be fucking easy. It's not going to be a piece of cake. Some parents take it a lot easier, some don't, My parents, luckily I was living by myself, so I didn't really give a fuck, honestly, and when it came to my parents, I didn't really care if they accepted it or not, because of the simple fact that I don't really care too much for my parents, you feel me? Because of my past. I don't care much for my parents. I'm not telling you to go be some fucking rebel and go on some hatred shit with your parents, but that was my case because of my history with them. So I basically, espérense, déjame bajar esta vaina. Pues sí. So basically, they, as I told you guys, they try to give fucking hell to my ex, giving her a hard time. They wouldn't, quiet guys, they wouldn't accept her in their house. They wouldn't talk to her. They wouldn't even look at her. Whenever we would pick up, the kids from my mom's house, my mom would literally not even come out of the house because she knew that my ex was there at the time. So it was like they really gave her hell. And eventually how I got them to open up to that is the fact that I kept, I stood my ground. I was like, I don't give a fuck. If you do not accept me, and if you do not accept me and my kids being with, me being with a woman, then you're not gonna accept me as a daughter. That's just plain and simple, because there's no way in hell that you can freaking not accept your child because they choose to be with the same sex. That's just not right, and as I told you guys, I do come from a Hispanic background, so to them that's just like, oh no. So they'll try, they'll try to do what they gotta do. They'll try to say what they gotta say to lead you in that direction. Okay? So, like I told you guys, I came out to my parents plenty of times, And one shit that you know, if you're a bisexual, you're a bisexual, and make it clear to everybody. You know, me personally, I can't stand bisexuals. Julie Marie, no. I can't stand bisexuals because of the simple fact, and it's just my personal choice. A lot of people get offended and be like, "Oh, what the fuck you mean?" Listen, because of the simple fact that I'm a lesbian and I know what I want. You know, there's some women that choose to be with women, choose to be with men. To me, you gotta learn how to distinguish the two. You feel me? Like, I'm open about it. I'd be like, oh yeah, I could tell you a guy's cute. Oh yeah, he's handsome. But it's not, I could never picture myself fucking a nigga. I can never picture myself being in a relationship with a nigga. Because, like, for example, me, myself, yes, I'm a femme. But the thing with me is that you know, you gotta learn how to, how do I put it? The thing with me is that I'm a femme, but then if my personality is basically of a stud, what people would say, you know, because of the fact that I handle my woman like a fucking nigga, you know, that's just how I am, and that's how I think it should be. You know, like, there's some femmes that are just like too feminine and like, and there's a lot of femmes that freaking prefer a stud because of the fact that they, you know, because of the fact that they need that, ¿cómo se llama esa vaina? They need that, like that manly feature. You don't need a stud for that. I'm sorry, studs, not to bash on you, but it's true. You do not need a stud for that. Because me personally, I know I'm switching up the subject a little bit, but I do feel like I should say this. Me personally, I feel like if I'm gonna be a lesbian, it's because I love a woman. You know, I love a woman. You know, a feminine woman, a beauty. You know, that takes care of herself. That you know, I don't care whether she wears makeup or not, but I'm saying like a woman. A woman, not a woman that thinks she's a nigga or a woman that acts like a nigga. I can't stand that shit. You know, I've had fucking studs holler at me before in the past, and I just can't. I can't. I was with a stud myself. You feel me? I was with a straight up stud, and that's why it didn't work out. Because, you know, no matter how good she was to me, I wasn't satisfied. Plain and simple. Let's be honest. You know, I wasn't satisfied because of the fact that I wanted a woman. I wanted my girl to look like a woman, to act like a woman, not act like a nigga. I feel like if I'm gonna be with a woman that acts like a nigga, for that I'm gonna be with a nigga, because studs nowadays swear they got a dick, talk to you like you gotta call them papi or daddy. Get the fuck out of here. For that I'm with a nigga. So, bitch, please. Anyways, to continue the coming out tips and my story, guys, stand your fucking ground. Your parents are gonna give you hell to come out. You know, my parents kicked me out. My parents, you know, like, sent me to hell a million times. My whole fucking family turned against me, guys. Like, I have no family. Okay, so you gotta understand, you gotta give up a lot for your happiness. But when you get your happiness, all of that shit pays off. Because you're not gonna give 3 fucks. You're really not. You feel me? Me, myself, I gave up everything. I don't talk to none of my family. Barely. You know, we see each other on Facebook once in a blue, and that's it. That's as far as it goes. I don't talk to no family members. They're like, oh, Kaloa, how you been? No. I have only one cousin that even with her, and she's gay, you know, we stay in touch once in a blue. You know, we find each other on Facebook or some shit like that. But other than that, I don't have family. I don't have friends. And especially when it comes to relationship, gay relationships, you guys watch who the fuck comes around your relationship. Women nowadays, they want what you have. You feel me? Which is why I don't have no friends. Which is why I personally can't have friends. It's a proven fact that I cannot have friends because of the simple fact that when women know me and get to know me, this is when I'm single, of course, you know, they tend to fall in love with me because I got my shit on point. You feel me? I'm independent. I know what I want. You know, I could give you all a list, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna break it down to you like that right now, okay? Because I'm about to get married, okay? So that doesn't matter. But you know what I'm saying? So I do not keep friends around. I don't chill with other females. Me and my girl, we don't chill with other females at all. You know, because of the fact that we know to stay away from trouble, plain and simple. We know to stay away from trouble. We chill with other couples that can relate to us, that we know we can trust. And that is right now one couple, and they know who they are. Janina and Jiki, mwah, love you girls. Pussy, they know who they are, you know, and because they can relate to us. They're another couple. They're faithful to each other, and they got 2 kids as well, you know. So we can relate, we can chill, and all whatever. Pussy, guys, stand your fucking ground. I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you that, guys. You guys keep it down. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell you that, guys, that, you know, they're going to give you hell. Te van a mandar al diablo. They're going to try to make you to go to church. They're going to try to turn you. They're going to, listen, stand your ground. Be happy. Be with whoever the hell you want to be with. You know, they're going to give you hell. And as long as you stand your ground, it's like at the end of the day, they're going to have to make a choice. Even if they don't agree with it, they're going to have to make a choice. They'll be like, damn, or either accept my daughter or son, because this is also for my gay boys. Guys, keep it down. Or either I accept my daughter or son for who they are, or I lose them, you know? You're going to have to face reality. Some parents might take it worse than my parents, you know? So I can't give you the advice to go out, you know, go do some crazy shit. But it's all depending, but it doesn't hurt to try. It doesn't hurt to talk to your parents. And like I said before, make sure you're sure of yourself. You know, if you don't know if you like girls, go experiment first. I'm not telling you to go be a hoe, bitch. Relax. I'm just telling you, go experiment. Go talk to females. It doesn't hurt to talk to females, especially if you're single. You can talk to females, get to know them. Obviously, if you feel some type of attraction, there's something there. I'm not telling you to go be a lesbian, but if you feel some type of attraction, go try it. It doesn't hurt. Okay? Now let me tell you this. I tried it, mother suckers, and I got stuck on it, mother suckers. Anyways, so my lovelies, you know, be yourself. Do not be ashamed of yourself. And I'm actually going to be coming up with another video in regards to suicide, because I have a lot. I just have a freaking strong ass thing that I'm trying to get out, that I need to get out of my head in regards to suicide, because there's so many, like right now. She probably could see this video. There's this girl that's following me on Instagram, and she's a cutter. You know, the people that cut themselves. Well, she claims that she's bisexual, that she's happy, and that, you know, she's sad because, you know, that she cuts herself because of her past, because she's been raped before. You know, in my personal opinion, I think that shit is bullshit. You know, I think that's just like how weed is. I think all that fucking stupid shit is a lame ass excuse to get over pain. Just get the fuck over it. That's how I see it. You know, yeah, you were raped. Okay, I'm sorry. Trust me, I am. And trust me, I'm sure it fucking hurt like hell. You know, I'm sorry about that. But you need to learn to get over the past for you to enjoy your future. Plain and simple. I was molested since the age of freaking 5 by my family. You know? La gente creen que I should be like a fucking psycho. Like my parents feel fucking... That was another thing, oh my gosh, that I gotta bring up. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I'm mad fucking ADD. No, I don't have ADD. It's a fucking saying, okay? Motherfucker, calm down. So, I know a lot of freaking people be saying like, oh, you know, that was another part that made it extremely fucking hard for me to come out. Because of the fact that I had been hurt so much, I was so fucking scared to get judged. Because I'm like, damn, if I come out and these people are going to fucking think that I'm gay because I've been hurt by men before. No, I'm gay because I know I love women. I could never see myself with a man, regardless, you know. So that was another thing that made it extremely hard for me to come out, because I was so scared about what people think, because I had been with men before. I was so scared that I'm like, damn, people are not going to take me serious and think I'm a lesbian just because I've been with a man before. I honestly think you can't fucking claim that you're a lesbian until you've been with a man. Plain and fucking simple. Everybody has their own opinion. That's mine. If you haven't been with a man before, do not claim you're a lesbian. Plain and simple. You gotta be with a dick to know if you don't like the dick. Okay? Okay, it's fine for you to not be attracted to men, but you still can't say that you're a lesbian if you've never been with a man. So, with that being said, motherfuckers, okay? Get your shit straight. I was very scared to fucking come out and be myself and all that shit, because I'm like, Diablo, nobody's gonna believe me that I'm gay because I've been with men and I have kids. But, one day when you guys learn how to say fuck it, you guys once you guys learn how to believe in that saying, you see, like for myself, I say a lo foque con todo. If you say a lo foque con todo, loca or loco, that's your solution for everything. Alright, lovelies, I gotta go. I'm gonna come out with some other videos for you guys. Mwah. Love it, yous. Bye.